Welcome back. In our previous class, I showed you how I short cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum, Bitcoin, or other cryptocurrencies, and we actually ended up making some nice profit during that trade. Now in this class, I'm going to show you step by step how I go long in cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any other cryptocurrency that is available on the futures market. Irrespective of whether we're using Binance or Bybit, the process will actually be the same because these two platforms are so identical. By the way, these videos are recorded days apart, sometimes weeks or even months apart, so excuse the price discrepancy. Let's get started by firstly understanding what is longing a cryptocurrency or going long on a specific cryptocurrency or any tradable asset. Basically, when you go long, you're predicting that the price of the traded asset is going to go up from the time of you placing the trade. Now, as you're going to be seeing throughout this video, is that I'm using a limit order instead of a market order, but we're going to go in depth with understanding also what is a limit order or a market order and which one you should be using. Let's get started. To get started, first I want to click on my leverage and I want to bump this up to 20x. And only do this if you're an experienced trader, otherwise you're just exposing yourself to a lot of risk. I'm gonna hit confirm and I'm gonna be trading with a limit order. Again, check out our next classes where we cover limit orders, market orders, and conditional orders. I only wanna take a position once the market reaches 0.9462. So that's my limit order. And I want to take a trading position that is worth 715 Matic. So you can see I'm risking $34 by holding a position that is worth around $700. Obviously, I want to go long, so I'm going to click on long and I can take profit at 1.2, for example. As always, you can change this later, so I'm just going to leave it blank and you can always change your stop loss later as well. But for those of you who are trading with stop loss and taking profit, you want to make sure that you input these two here. So I'm going to click on go long. And you can see this is my order, and now for this order to be executed, we're just waiting for the market to actually come down here and touch this line here before hopefully bouncing back up. Once the order has come to touch your limit order, it will actually be executed, and you can see over here that our order is now executed. And when the order actually goes against the price that you actually predicted, that's when you start seeing obviously running on negative. But in my case here, I'm not really worried because I know for sure that the market will actually come and breach beyond this, sort of like trend line over here, the red one. Now let me move to 5-minute time frame so that I can make things a little bit interesting. So let me just zoom to that. And you can see that we are sort of like running on a loss right now, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm predicting that the markets will actually come to touch these levels here on top, so right about here at the edge of the yellow line. So I want to look at the price there at the edge of the yellow line and actually take that price as my take profit. So I'm just going to come here and I'm looking for the take profit. I'm going to click on that and then add that price in. So 5988, and you can see about 40% in return, and everything is sorted. Now you can see I have my take profit on top, and this is where my order is. So I'm predicting that the market will actually come on top. Why do I think it's going to come? You can see every time the yellow line actually reaches the price on the chart, it actually changes direction. You can see it here several times. Every time the yellow line touches, it actually changes direction. So that's what I'm predicting. Let me just expand this and get my tool. So basically this is my target price right here. So I'm predicting that the market will come sideways, then boom, go up. Or maybe let me redo that. So it will come here sideways, then touch that price. Then immediately after touching that price, I'm expecting the markets to actually retrace back. So that's why I want to take profit at that exact point. So now that we've got that sorted out, I'm going to leave you with some time lapse. You'll be able to see on whether or not this trade was successful. So enjoy. I'm going to see you in a moment. as you can see, this trade was successful, and obviously here we were risking a little bit more because we were on 20x leverage. It's not something that I'll recommend, especially if you are a beginner trader, because when you risk that high, you obviously exposing yourself to a lot of risk and, you know, being liquidated or the price hitting your stop loss very quickly. And the fascinating thing here is that after we actually hit our take profit, the price never actually went beyond the line that we had drawn. It actually just retraced back, which is very nice, which means that our prediction was obviously correct. And it's not every day that you're going to be correct when you're trading. That's why you actually have to craft the way that you actually trade and find a strategy that works for you. In the next class, we're going to go in depth with understanding how can you trade on leverage using a demo account, meaning you can trade futures market just on a demo account until you're really comfortable with what you're doing before trading your real money. So go ahead and click on the video coming up next, where I'm going to show you multiple accounts where you can actually trade cryptocurrencies on leverage, whether calculated manually or leverages that you can actually, you know, slide in and slide out. So I'll see you on the next class. Bye bye for now.